Neville
first.
Yeah, of course, because he's an ego guy. He wants to be in London. He wants
No, because he has Chelsea season ticket. He's in London. He says he's a big United fan. Look, either way, the interviews he gives, they don't make any sense. He said United's going to run out of money, and then went out and spent $200 million this past summer. It's very rash. It's all over the place. I said when they come in, they are going to make mistakes, but you got to learn from them. And they are just stepping on rakes. They're not learning fast enough. I knew we were in trouble. There's 2 points in time I knew we were in trouble. Ten Hag wins the FA Cup, and whatever that 2 to 3 weeks after he won the FA Cup, when they brief press,
It's like this again.
They brief press he was going to be fired. Then the final happened. Then they didn't fire him. Then they went and talked to all these other managers. Like, you got to make a call, dude. Monday morning, he's gone. Then talk to people or whatever. Or you had 5 months of watching horrible football. You thought you'd have the next guy ready to go, but they didn't. What are they doing? Like, what are you doing? I would literally have had the manager, Ten Hag, you watched it all. You watched Coventry. You watched horrible league form. It was not going well. He somehow wins the FA Cup. Thanks for coming out. I watched 5 months of that. It's not good enough. And oh, by the way, we have done a lot of work in that time, and here's the guy we're going to go with. And then here's the director of football. And then we're going to stick with these 2 guys. And instead, they ruined the season because they kept Ten Hag, then made Amram take the job midseason. And then they probably should have made a pretty tough call getting rid of Amram after the final. They decided not to do that. And they kept him and then ruined this season. You can't ruin 2 seasons back to back. Like, that is bad ownership. That's bad decision-making. They're just making the same mistakes over and over. And then the second way I knew that they weren't real was getting rid of Ashworth. Because then that means, okay, you're not going to let a guy actually run the footballing operations. You're going to run the footballing operations. So it's actually Barada and Wilcox. Those are 2 yes men who are just doing whatever this guy wants, which is basically why Amram was fired with no plan B or anything, because they don't do anything without Sir Jim's approval. Scary times to be a United fan. This is Glazers 2.0. It's called Glinios. It's Glinios out. We support the green and gold. We got the green and gold scarves at the American Devil store.
Pick one up.
AmericanDevils.store. Pick one up. We always wear them. I wear it to every single match because we need to get them out. And Ineos gave him a lifeline. And now the Glazers are probably going to be like, look, man, this isn't going well. Glazers still own the club. There's no agreement of him being able to make all these calls. So Glazers are probably going to take back control from him eventually.
Because they will have the rights within that contract that we've heard that basically at a certain point, I think after 2 or 3 years, they get to start making the
I don't think it's written down anywhere. I think it's literally a handshake deal.
Maybe it could be from an operating perspective, maybe. But at the end of the day, it's like, how could you watch last season us finishing in 15th place, lowest league finish in 50 years? And that final, that Europa League final, was so winnable. We lost against somehow you lost against a team that was worse than us in the EPL. We cut down an extra defender. You don't have a backup plan if you have to fire your manager. We fired a manager a week ago. They still haven't brought in a new guy. It's unbelievable, and it's because Sir Jim is too involved in everything. He had a chance. It was always an outside chance. It was tough because we didn't have enough cash. There's the debt. It hasn't been cleared, et cetera, et cetera. But he shot himself in the foot by the decisions he made, but those decisions were made because he's involved. A 73-year-old oil executive should not be making the decisions. Give Barada and Wilcox a chance. They have no chance because this guy is just yucking. Hey, you should play it back. He was calling Ruben Amorim. You should play back 4. What do you know about football, brother? Nothing.
He was way too. You could tell in the interview he gave last year. He's also said he was going to back Amorim for 3 years. These guys at this point, they got so much mud on their face. There's nowhere to hide, and they're all going to get fired. Like, it's going to be everyone below Jim is going to get fired.
Yep.
And you're going to be like, oh, so maybe Jim's the issue.
He needs to get fired.